What should be the architecture if you really have a chance to design for a food court locally? This is Architect Ho Chin Keng. I'm the principal and founder of CKHO Architect. I'm also the architect in charge for the Food Bayana projects. Food Bayana is the first semi-automated modern food court in Penang. It is a project that initiated by the Penang State Government that they have called for a project RFP request for proposal for the sake of they want to include commercial components within free trade zone of Bayana Pass. Our clients, who is D Square Sdn Bhd, they have committed a very high visionary approach to turn this to become a food center that consists and paired with automation technology. Food Bayana basically is not a proper site. It is a site that consists a lot of mature trees. So therefore, our client has very good visions that why not just to relocate the trees and then to be part of the development. So before anything of this project, it basically comes with a lot of relocations of trees. It is one of the biggest exercise that ever been happened in Penang that consists of 38 big trees relocations by our landscape consultant, Moonshot Galleries, to make this happen. So the first design intentions to deal with the massing will be, we are placing the main entrance at the middle, just to cut short the traveling distance between left and right. We are placing the food store at the ground floor for the ease of delivery and also raw food preparations, and then the seating will be on the tops. But then it creates another issues on how really people will order the food and then go to the first floor. There comes our client intention, who also in this automation industry. So what they do is like the robot will pick up the food from the stores, and then the robot will take the robotic lift all the way to the first floor. Then it will serve at the pigeon warmer there for the customer to collect their food. So it is a building that really have with architectures and technology within one roof. We allocate the things to two portions. The left-hand side store naturally will become halal, and then the other side will become a non-halal store. So this is how we really design approach come in when we deal with massing and limitations. Because of very limited in width, only 50-meter kind of buildings, basically we are using massively one product, which is a glass reverse by breezeways, just to encourage the cross ventilations so that it can cool down the building temperatures. The building mass itself is so rigid, how we really create some dynamic forms. So what we do is like we have an upper roof that really harvests for these solar PV panels. They're basically at a very unique profile. They are in curvilinear in shapes. We're actually using Swiss-Ma metallic roofings in order to create this kind of unique second layer roofings to create this kind of dynamic architecture effects. In terms of material used for this project, basically we are pairing with two things, industry and also cleanliness. Actually utilizing a lot of this kind of industrial raw material to be part of our finishing materials. Second thing, because we are knowing that this project is something to do with food, so we are dealing the raw material but in a very refined way. We call it some industrial refinement kind of treatments for the buildings. For example, we use a lot of clay bricks, bare finished concrete, some GI steel, galvanized steel, and also even some local material, just like terracotta tiles, so that we can appreciate the beauty of this kind of bare finished products. We have chance to design something very modern through these projects. Very clean, a lot of modern materials, but why we insist not? A lot of time when we start with a new approach or even some study about certain buildings typology, we tend to follow people. What people have done for modern architecture, modern F&B, etc. But in this case, we try not to. We also always believe that based on our cultural elements, we have certain typology that we are really need to proud of and really need to celebrate about. So in this case, we are dealing with the first F&B, hopefully, the kind of F&B that really owned by our Penang way, our local way, and this way may not applicable for others. It is a localized modern architecture that we believe that this should be our way.